Good morning, everyone. It is 9 a.m. Kind of late for me to start video taping, but it's been an interesting morning. It's 5/17/2021, the year after the worst year ever. So, first, I want to start off by my day started off pretty shittily. I've been noticing my Jeep had been vandalized here and there, but it's an old Jeep, only $900. Not that worried about it, but I'm getting a little sick of my Jeep having rocks thrown at it, dents put in it by the locals. At first, I thought it was frenemies, could still be, and other disgruntled ex-employees like hookeries and escorteries and things of that nature that have thrown out on their ass when they failed to live up to standards, whatever it may be. I figured a lot of it could be my own karma. But over the last few months, I've kind of started noticing that no, it's probably not my karma alone, but the extracurricular activities of the youth around here, and we're probably talking 10-year-olds and under, somewhere in that area. Now, I know youth. I know misbehaving youth. I also know parents. I also know parents that seem to fucking like to talk around their kids like their kids aren't around, as if kids aren't listening. And I know very well how kids are always listening. So, the fact that it's my Jeep that constantly gets the barrage of rocks, scratches, and things of this nature. And this morning, I woke up to this. So I come out to my car this morning, and I check my mail and whatnot, and I see something weird under my fucking tires. Some fucking MoreAnn's thought they'd be fucking funny, but they're fucking so stupid they put them on the wrong side of the fucking tires. Like, if you're going to fuck somebody's tire up, you'll want to put them in front of the tire. Fucking MoreAnn's. Because all that's going to do is fall down when I drive away. Fucking morons. Now, as you notice, whoever did that to my tires this morning aren't the fucking brightest, because those rocks and sharp objects are behind the wheels or the tires, and I drive away forward. So the odds of that being successful is very little to none. The fact that there was sharp objects under both of them, means somebody purposely put them there, and there's probably a youth or an adult moron. I'm saying I'm going to infer that most likely the adults in this neighborhood speak about me in less than flattering terms with their kids around. Therefore, when their kids are misbehaving, they kind of see my Jeep, my front door, my stuff as, well, open season on camera and stuff, because the adults around here already talk shit about me regardless. Could I be wrong? Sure. Is this conjecture? Yes. But generally, I pretty much know people. I'm usually not far off in my fantastical paranoid whims. All right. So that was this morning. So I'm not having the greatest day. I've already got into it with management, and I've already pretty much went outside like Achilles in front of Troy, calling these motherfuckers out. Cowards, all of them. All right. So now that I've made friends this morning, a thought occurred to me while driving to get breakfast this morning and my coffee. Now, I am a retired crook, retired criminal, retired thug, whatever. I'm retired from causing more trouble in the world than good. Much of my life, back and forth roller coaster. At times, I've been of great value to the community, but more often than not, I've been a great burden to the community. And so I've tried to retire from being such a burden and give back to the world from my adventures as Gilligan or whatever. Yeah, Gilligan. Gilligan's Island. I was thinking more of who's the big guy with the Lilliputians? Gulliver. Gulliver's Adventure, because I'm a giant amongst MoreAnn's. All right, so now that there's been a mask unmandate and you're free to go about your business, and they're trying to divide us up into the have and the have-nots, the classations, the slaves versus the elite, and that's what they're doing. All you middle-class suckers, all right? I am not promoting violence. I do not believe robbing people is any effective way of even coming up. It's actually the risk reward is in the end not at all worth it for the individual involved or the people getting robbed. It's just not a good business philosophy to go around robbing people. End up in prison or dead or shot or all sorts of things while gaining very little financial wealth. But hey, what do I know? I don't believe stealing from people is a great way of coming up for the same risk-reward things and the evil it enters into the world. Breaking into somebody's home, stealing their stuff, is a violation of a very personal nature, probably second only to some forms of rape. There really is. Have you ever had your house broken into? It's a very personal violation. Not the same, but it's not comfortable. Then they're stealing from Walmarts and businesses in which, although far more justifiable, much more preferable that you rob Walmart than your neighbors or your neighborhood. Much preferred. There is some virtue in choosing that over actual thieving from private individuals. I'll admit that. I still don't recommend it. I think it's a risk-reward, unworthy, unattainable way of going about the world. All right, that being said, for people who are out there in desperation with no hope of any type of future from one day to the next except misery and their addiction, it's hard to blame them for what they do on a day-to-day basis because it's just survival and it's just barbarianism, and they have no other immediate choice that seems reasonable besides robbing people and Walmarts and things of this nature. I'm not excusing it. I'm simply trying to explain to you that this is human nature. When people find themselves in these desperate straits and times, and they start believing that one day to the next matters not, it's time to get theirs today, you're going to see more violence and more crime. Especially in today's crazy world. Especially with all the immigrants coming to Spokane. And I'm not talking about Latin immigrants. Frankly, Mexican and Latin American immigrants I get along with well. I can relate to. I can understand. I know their souls. But these fucking Californians and Seattleites and fucking Portland people, they're just fucking monsters. They're just weird. I don't understand their craziness. And I understand a lot of craziness. So as we have the influx of these migrants into our city council and their sexuality problems and their illogical need to uphold the one over the many, the few over the many, the good of these people over the good of everyone else. That's fucking insanity. But that's who's infiltrated our fucking news agencies and our fucking city council. I don't know what to do about that immediately. But while this craziness ensues, you must be careful, yon yuppies, yon thinking you're better than people, mask-wearing pieces of shit. Did I say out loud? Be careful, because as we regress into more violent, desperate times as animals, the signals you give off to predatory animals is important for your safety. And what that mask is going to signal to somebody who's desperate and rather aggressive is that you're more concerned about your safety over everything else. And so they're going to convince you rather easily that your wallet being in your pocket is dangerous to your safety, and you'd be much safer if that wallet was in my pocket. Not my pocket. I have a wallet. It's got plenty of money in it. I'm good. But my fellow aggressive males who might not be in as good a situation as I am are going to probably feel like your safety will be much, much better served if your fucking wallet and your phone, please, and your wife's are in my fucking pocket. That way, we can guarantee your safety in the present. Because if you're wearing that fucking mask, obviously, you're more concerned about the safety in the present than you are about economy and future and the benefit of actually everyone. Because that's what masks say. Masks are actually a sign of selfish people who put their safety, their immediate safety, over the concerns of the community. All right? Because if they're really worried about the community, they wouldn't be shutting down small businesses while buying from Amazon. They wouldn't be shutting down small businesses while having Walmart only open. Somebody on CC. Pardon me. COVID, sorry. Okay, pardon me. COVID. A little COVID outbreak. If they were concerned about the community, they would have made sure Walmart stayed open 24 hours. Why is that, Cameron? Well, I've said it before. If you're worried about the spread of COVID, and the closer people are together, congestion, the more likely it is to spread, then you keep the stores open 24/7 so people have a wider range of time to go in there, so it's less densely packed, less likely to spread, keeps super spreading events down. They're fucking morons! And if you're wearing a mask, when there's no mandate to wear a mask, you are going to be signaling to desperate animals, who are a lot of them are my friends, that you're more concerned about your immediate safety than anything else in the world, and you possessing your wallet is going to greatly increase the danger to you. Therefore, handing it over to one of my friends is going to be the safest thing for you to do, and you're going to be signaling that this transaction is very likely to happen with very little effort. And this is simply your friend Cameron trying to help you out from being victimized by your own stupidity. Have a nice day. Fuck.